What's up, everyone? It is the Beast. Welcome to the channel if you've never been here. Yeah, normally doing Kane stuff, but you know what? The Dolphins, with one of the best wins in team history, I think, in regular season, at least since I've been alive, happened. So we have to break it down a little bit. Hey, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, hit the thumbs up so that it tells Google, hey, this video's okay, and hit the little bell so you're notified when new videos come out. And appreciate you being here on a football Monday. Yeah, that's what we call these things, a football Monday. If you know me at all, you know that I'm a diehard Patriots fan, and I grew up absolutely loathing the Miami Dolphins. And nothing has changed. I still loathe the Miami Dolphins. But what I saw from the Miami Dolphins yesterday was so amazing and miraculous that I felt like I had to opine on it, because I know a lot of my followers who are Kane fans are also Dolphins and deserve it. And, yesterday's game, certainly not perfect for the Miami Dolphins. I mean, Lamar Jackson had an amazing day. He had 9 carries for 119 yards, threw for 400 something. Lamar Jackson was at his best yesterday, and yet the Dolphins won. The Dolphins committed 8 penalties for 51 yards. The Ravens only 1 penalty, and yet the Dolphins won. Tua threw 2 interceptions. Lamar Jackson threw none, and yet the Dolphins won. The Dolphins gave up a sack. The Ravens did not. Yet, the Dolphins won. They overcame every odd you could possibly have and won the game. And that is simply not something we are used to seeing from your Miami Dolphins. And I think it comes down literally to one thing: Tyreek Hill. He's such a game changer. I don't know, and correct me if I'm wrong. Now, I've been a Patriots fan, but I've watched the Dolphins for 40 of my 46 years on this planet, right? So I go back a ways. I can't remember a receiver on the Miami Dolphins that was this dynamic. I mean, who are you going to give me? Paul Warfield? Certainly Clayton and Duper were amazing for their time. But I think Tyreek Hill's on another level. Correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, if there's somebody, out there, if you want to throw in a Chris Chambers, I don't know who you want to throw in, but, Brian Hartline, if you want to throw in somebody, please correct me. I'm all open to your suggestions, but I don't think the Dolphins have had this kind of dynamic receiver in their history. And he's the difference. Right? It's because Tyreek Hill is able to do things that most humans cannot, that the Dolphins were able to overcome a 21-point deficit in the fourth quarter yesterday to win the game, right? It's because of Tyreek Hill that Baltimore is just committing just stupidness on defense, and Waddle's able to get open for that last touchdown. Speaking of Baltimore's defense, I mean, listen, throughout the history of an organization, the Baltimore Ravens have been known for defense. And yesterday, it just wasn't good. That's one thing, especially in that fourth quarter. I mean, I don't know what was happening. The safeties were not where they were supposed to be. Things just looked out of sorts for Baltimore. And that's one of the reasons that the Dolphins were able to make a comeback. And, you guys are forever having this debate about whether Tua's the guy or not the guy. And I don't think I'm going to answer that question, because one game, yesterday was amazing, right? Tua throws for the fourth most yards in Dolphins history, and also ties the franchise record with 6 touchdown passes. It was the only time in NFL history that 2 receivers on the same team had 10 or more catches, 150 or more yards, and scored 2 touchdowns each with Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. So that was a first. But here's the thing. It was just one game. And it takes consistency and trends for you to know if you've got a quarterback or not. But You know what? I'm not quite sure that you need to go to a box and check off Tua as a great quarterback for this team to be uber successful. I'm not going to throw out, the Trent Dilfers of the world to make comparisons to, but certainly when you've got the kind of firepower that the Dolphins do on offense around Tua, when we talk about Tyreek Hill, when we talk about Jalen Waddle, when we talk about Mike Gesicki, a fleet of running backs, they've got all sorts of action around Tua that makes his life easier. And as long as the offensive line can hold up, there's going to be someone open, or they're going to be able to run the ball. And that is something that's really important. Now, the defense has to play stout. You can't, there's not too many times when you're going to give up 473 yards to an opponent and 38 points and win. That can't happen, right? But the Dolphins bailed themselves out and got the victory. So as someone who has absolutely loathed the Dolphins my entire life, who cannot stand the aqua and orange, who just will be just whispering "squish the fish" in my sleep, I've got to give it up to them. And I've got to point out how great a victory it was for the Miami Dolphins yesterday. And I really think, the combination of Mike McDaniel and his big cojones and the playmakers on offense, if they can put together some better defense, they really have got a chance to go far. And I'm a little bit jealous, to be honest with you, despite my 6 Super Bowl rings. Not mine personally, but you understand as a Patriots fan. I'm a little bit jealous because my team, looks pretty crappy. Granted, winning a game against a not so wonderful Pittsburgh team, but still, I don't have any faith in the Patriots because all of their good players are no longer there because Belichick's a stubborn ass, even though he's probably the best coach in NFL history. So there's that. So I just wanted to give credit to you guys. I hope you're celebrating today. And you know what? It's kind of fun when the Dolphins have a dynamic offense like this. It makes the Sunday highlight show better. It makes the Monday highlight show better. Heck, it gives me another reason to make videos. So there's that. Well, that'll do it for me. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. You have any thoughts? Make your comments below. Do that, and I'll respond. You can always hit me on the socials at Miami Radio Beast. And please subscribe, and hit the thumbs up and the little bell. That'll do it for me. I'll see you when I see you. Peace!